Nasir Qureshi, Realtor Daddy in Houston, Texas, again with hot topics and experts from different industry presenting you with the great interviews and learning from different people around the world. So today we have a special guest, Miss Arina, all the way from Ukraine. Hi, Arina. Thank you for being here.
Good morning. It's
Good
really
morning.
nice to see you.
Good, good. Thank you so much. So we're very glad to have you. So tell us a little bit about yourself and your company and what are you doing these days?
So my name is Irina Shostakova. I am the head of communications at a company called Paperzol. And even though I do live in Ukraine and I am Ukrainian, our company's biggest market is in the United States and Canada. And as a part of my job, I lead a research team, and we are diving into youth psychology, youth productivity, some work-life balance. So yeah, I'm here to talk a little bit about the research results that we've gathered recently.
Okay. And how long you have been doing this or your company have been doing this?
So the company has been doing it for quite some time, and I've joined the team a year ago, last summer.
Okay, fantastic. And tell us a little bit about your research and how does that work and what do you have? What do you guys are doing?
Of course. So our study group usually consists of a younger generation Americans, mostly Gen Z and young millennials. Think 18 years through up to 35. We usually survey about 3,000 people to gather quite some data. And we hit them with a list of yes no questions, percentages questions, open ended questions to get their understanding of a certain theme. One of our more recent researches included the ones about career catfishing. If you've heard about such a term, uh, it is a term for an action when someone applies for a job, gets an offer, and then never shows up or shows up just for one day. It is quite a popular activity among the Gen Z. The other ones that we've surveyed on recently, and in recently, I mean in the last 3-4 months, it was the teams of boomer asking, another popular term, and escapism, when someone shuts down the news to wind down and relax.
Hmm. So, where this research and data goes, I mean, who this is available to?
It is available to a general public. We post the whole research results on a dedicated section on our website, and apart from that, it gets also covered in the media, in printed media, in online media, on TV. Uh, Whoever finds it interesting.
Okay. And it's a private company that is doing that, right? Your
Uh,
company is a private company or is it a non-profit organization or
well, we are a for-profit organization, but these
Mhm.
kind of researches, they align with our mission to reduce stress among the younger generations, to care for them, to understand them better. So it's more of a non-profit initiative inside a for-profit company.
Okay. Very, very good and very helpful. I think such things have been done in every generation and in ages, and this is a helpful information. Is a good cause, you know. And is anything else that you guys do or you want to share with us?
Well, our company's main goal is to reduce stress among younger people overall, to help them mostly with their studies. We provide written support for students like proofreading, editing, maybe like an application essay or something. So these kind of researches align with our main goals too.
Hmm. Any near future goals or vision that you and your company have with this?
Well, it is an interesting question, but my position is rather specific because I'm mostly focused on the non-profit part and just PR exposure for our company.
Hmm.
Uh, and if I did know something, I probably wouldn't be able to share that.
Correct, correct.
Yeah.
I totally understand that the privacy. And if someone or entity or company wants to contact either you for PR or contact your company for any reason, do you have contact info? How would they contact you or your company?
Of course, to reach me personally, they can use the pr@papersall.com email. And we also do have a contact page with a support phone number, our office address, and other means of contact.
Okay, could you give the website again, please?
Of course, it's papersall.com.
Mm-hmm.
And the contact page is papersall.com/contact us.
Okay, fantastic, fantastic. And anything that public can do to help your cause, or anything that we can do, or any message that you would like to give out to the people, what would that be?
Well, it is really helpful when people share our results on their social media. For example,
Hmm.
I've stumbled upon a lot of mentions of us in context of our researches. It is always helpful to spread the awareness. And we also do it. I think I can say that for fun of our audience, because, for example, the theme of boomerasking, it's just a silly word uh, behind which a conversation ick is hidden. So if you've never heard about boomerasking, uh, it's a conversation behavior when someone asks a question just to answer it themselves. For example, uh, when someone asks you, what is the most unusual pet you've had ever,
Hmm.
and you answer with something like fish, and they start bragging about how they used to have a pair of Komodo dragons in their flat or something. So,
Right.
yeah, not all of our research is done for a bigger cause, but some of it just to entertain and maybe bring some good vibes to our
Hmm.
younger audience.
Yes, tell us a little bit about this term and or some information, please. What is it and how it is and what's going on?
Yeah, so career catfishing refers to a situation when someone applies for a job, gets an offer, and then only shows up for one day or doesn't show up at all. And we studied how common it is among younger Gen Zs, sorry, older Gen Zs and younger millennials. younger Gen Zs don't have to work yet. And we found out some pretty unexpected statistics. For example, that it is actually a social occurrence. 21% of respondents, of those who did it on a dare from their friends. So basically, the younger generations are daring each other to no show for work. They also engage in so-called coffee badging. It's an action that I assume emerged from the post-COVID return to office era, uh, because a lot of people are so used to working from home that they just go to the office, check their badge, drink a cup of coffee, and then leave for the day. That's why it's called coffee badging. So when you check your
Mm,
badge, drink your coffee, and go your way. And they do it not to slack completely, but just to work in their own flow, in their preferred environment. And 40% of Gen Z and younger millennials have done it up to 10 and even more than 10 times during the last year. So it was a pretty insightful research that you can find, by the way, on papersalt.com/insights. So all the insightful information is stocked there.
mm. So yeah, I have heard of this behavior,
Oh, which
and
one of them?
but I did not know of name of it. Coffee badging, you're calling it,
Oh,
right? So
yeah.
I have heard of this behavior. Many people do that. Will just check in and check out, but I did
Check
not
in and
know.
check out. Yeah.
Yeah, I did not know the name of it, so I'm glad. And is it okay to ask you what was? I know you touched a little bit on it, post-pandemic Zoom
Yeah,
era, and so that's pretty much that things have changed, and people want to work where they feel comfortable.
absolutely.
Oh, I see, I see. Do you have some other terms? You are sharing some new and great terms with us, and I'm really liking it. Do you have some other terms that you want to share with us, or some?
Well, in the same interview, we also covered quiet vacation.
Mm-hmm,
And the reasons for it, quiet vacation is when someone basically slacks off work while uh, remotely working, like
mm-hmm,
taking PTOs without taking PTOs. And people do it, uh, more than half of respondents did it during the last year,
mm-hmm,
but most of them have done it not because they were lazy.
mm-hmm,
Only one person, one out of 2,000 we surveyed, said that they do it because they could.
mm-hmm,
A lot of the reasons stated were due to family matters, 36%, or difficulty getting PTO approved, for example, during holidays. It was 28%, as far as I
mm-hmm.
remember. And yes, so I think it's also quite an interesting term, quiet vacation.
Quiet vacation. And tell me, what PTO? What is PTO?
Paid time off.
Paid time. Okay, okay. Paid time off. So, okay. Very, very, very interesting. Very, it's getting deeper
It
and
is.
deeper. It's
It
getting
is.
deeper and deeper. And people should know the behavior for many reasons, for schooling, for education, for the job, for the career. And you guys are doing tremendous work, and I see. Uh, um, you I know the focus is Generation Z. Has you
Yeah.
guys done this kind of work for other generations in the past, or?
We're mostly focusing on Gen Z and younger millennials. So
I see.
people over 18, under 35.
Yeah, yeah. I have kids Generation Z. I can totally understand. I can totally understand that. So, a little bit on the personal note, I asked these last couple of questions to everyone. Uh,
Mhm.
what are the favorite places that you would like to visit in your lifetime? What would that be? Where would that be? Where would you like to go? On something we call it here in the United States on a bucket list. So,
Yes. In in a lifetime is a long period of time, but oh, to be honest, I would probably like to stay some time in Berlin because all of my family immigrated there and I don't see them as much.
hmm
So probably on my bucket list it would be to spend like couple months at a time with them instead of days or like a week that I'm able to spare to visit them now.
yeah, that's good. That'll be great to see the family. And my last question, I also ask
Mhm.
this to every single guest, that um, anytime in the future anyone watches this, right? What one message that you or Rena would like to give to the world? What would that be? One message, somebody that watching this 10 years, 20 years, 50 or 100 years from now, right? Anywhere in the world, one message or advice Miss Orina would like to give to the world?
Well, I will have to use the opportunity and say that the company I work at, Papersol, we are doing our best to take as much stress off the shoulders of the young generation as possible. So if you feel stuck or overwhelmed with all the uh, work you have to do, you can come to us and we will help uh, in as fast as 3 hours.
Fantastic. Well, Miss Arena, I want to thank you for spending your time with us and sharing some insight about what you're doing. It's a very great, important work that you're doing for the benefit of the humanity, you know,
Thank
and,
you.
and and we appreciate you having, and looking forward to someday have you again one more time. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.